Hello everyone, welcome back to Playwright with Java Automation Testing from Scratch Session 15. In today's session, you will learn how to handle frame or iframe in Playwright with Java. So what is frame or iframe in any of the web page? Frame is a web page which is embedded in another web page or an HTML document embedded inside another HTML document. The frame is often used to insert content from another source, such as an advertisement, into a web page. The frame tag specifies a frame is available on any web page. Whereas an iframe, which is nothing but inline frame, is an HTML element that allows user to embed another HTML document within the current page. Iframe introduced in 1998 and it is one of the oldest HTML tag. Iframe are commonly used to display external content such as advertisement, maps or video, or to create layered user interfaces by loading multiple web pages within a single page. Modern web development libraries and frameworks like Angular and React.js also support iframe. Angular's built-in security features such as DOM sanitizer can be used to ensure that content loaded within an iframe is safe and secure. Iframes offer several benefits such as the ability to embed external content like YouTube videos and tweets. Iframe can also be used to isolate content as the JavaScript and CSS of the parent page do not apply to iframe. Another excellent use case for iframe is for displaying advertisement. So how user can identify in case any kind of frame or iframe is available on any web page. So user cannot, by seeing the web page, it is not possible for user to identify whether the frame or iframe is available or not in the web page. So what you can do, you can open the application using any browser, right click on the page. If the user is able to find the option like reload frame, then there must be frame inside the web page. But there is a problem. In case you are just moving the cursor here and there on the page, sometime reload frame options might not be available, but still frame or iframe might be there. But in the section wherever it's available, if you mouse it over and right click, there might be reload frame options available. So there is no guarantee that with the option like reload frame not available, like still frame might be there. So better option is that you just open the page and press F12 button from the keyboard, or right click on the inspect element button and then press Ctrl F and try to search with the word called iframe or frame. Then in case user is able to find some search result, which means some frame or iframe is available on the web page. So how to handle frame or iframe along with nested frame or iframes? Playwright allows user to identify frame using various methods, including page.frame, where you can pass the like string name or URL. It will help you to locate a frame by its name or URL. Another option is like page.frame locator, where you can pass the strings selector. It can be XPath or CSS, through which you can locate a frame using a CSS or XPath selector. Once frame is located, user can interact with these elements as if they were part of the main page. Playwright handles the context switching automatically. So in case you already navigate to the parent frame, and from the parent frame you are navigating to the child frame, right? Again, immediately you can navigate to the parent frame or any of the web element, right? The context switching will be happen automatically. Just like Selenium, you no need to use like a default frame or parent frame like that. Automatically you can handle any kind of frame directly, parent frame or child frame or any element directly. Playwright support handles nested frame, which is nothing but the frame within a frame, by using the frame.locator method on a frame locator object. Now let's see the implementation of the frame or iframe. So I created a new class Playwright session 15 and I have did all the setup, right, to open a browser and open a new page, and it is navigating to that website like internet.hero cup apps nested frame. So this is the website. If you go, right, you could see some of the frame is available. So how can you identify? If you right click here, there is an option available called reload frame, right, or view frame source. Sometimes it might be available, but that should be definitely on the particular section. But here throughout the pages frame is available, so that option will be visible, reload frame. Now if you press F12 button from the keyboard, or right click and click on the inspect button here. And then if you press Ctrl F and type with something with frame, okay, you could see there is a frame available. The tag is starting with frame. That means frame is available. Frame might not be the word frame, but tag should be starting with frame. So there are a lot of frames available. Close to total 6 frame available here. Okay, now let's see how to interact with the frame here. So this is the parent frame. Okay, if the frame name is frame and hyphen top, so we'll see the implementation. So you already navigate to the page here. After that, what we'll do, we'll use the page dot frames method to get all the frames available in the website. Frames. Okay, it is return type is list of frame from the page interface. So what we will be doing, we will be storing is called list of frame, and we can give some variable name, say all frames, and we need to import the list and frame from the com.playwright, Microsoft.playwright, and also we need to import the list from the util.java. After that, if I want to get how many frame is available, total frame, including outer frame, inner frame, so what we need to do, we need to take that variables and then dot size. Okay, size is coming from the list, return type is integer, so it will be giving me the list of frame. So hopefully in the page total 6 frame is available, so it will be giving me the output as 6. Okay, opening the page, now it able to see the output in the console. It is giving me 6. So total 6 frame is available, right? So I can comment out this part. Now we will try to interact with the outer frame. Okay, so what we will do, we will again use page dot frame simply, where I can pass the string name or URL if available. So here in the particular thing, you could see there is a name available in the frame. It is nothing but the frame hyphen top, so I can use that one. And what is the return type? Return type is frame here, because it is a frame, so return type will be frame. You could see return type is frame, so I can take something that one similar stuff and I can store in some variable, right? Okay, and I can give the variable name as parent. What is the frame name? Parent top. Top is the frame name, parent top frame equal to page dot frame, and I am identifying with the help of that name, which is nothing but the frame hyphen top, right? This is the way I am identifying it. Now in the parent frame, how many child frame is available in case I want to interact? So what we will do, I will take that parent frame reference dot, I will call the method called child frame. You could see it is return type is again list of frame. So what I will do, I'll be again storing in the list of frame here. Here I can give something called variable name called all child frame, right? And then I can print it out as well to get to know how many child frame is available in the parent frame. So it will give me only the child frame available in the frame hyphen top parent frame. So that is the way I can interact with again. Let's see, open it. So in that particular parent frame, we already know there is 3 child frame available. So return type will be 3. Okay, left, middle, and right. These are the 3 child frame available in the top parent frame. So return time should be 3. Yes, it is matching here. So that is the way I can get to know how many total frame is available. I can navigate to the parent frame, and in the parent frame, in case some nested frame or child frame available, I can get to know also the count as well. Okay, let's comment out this part. Then I already came to the parent frame. So from the parent frame, I can navigate to the child frame with the help of the locators. Okay, so what we will be doing, we'll be using dot locator. Okay, where I can pass the selector or anything, XPath or selector. So what we'll be doing, in case I want to interact with the left frame, right? So you could see the name equal to left frame. Okay, tag name is starting with frame, so I will try to create a CSS here. Control F, then frame, and third bracket, name equal to, what is the name here? Name equal to left frame hyphen left. So that is the way I can create the locator, right? CSS, and that part I can take it, give it here. So what return type it will be there? Okay, because this is the locator, so it will be return type will be, right? You could mouse it over here and you can go down. So return type will be locator. Okay, so I can use locator and I can store in some variable what is the thing, left frame, right? Left inner frame, because it is available inside the top outer frame. So I need to import that locator here from the com.microsoft.playwright, and after that I can interact with that. So this is the left frame, so there is nothing clickable or other stuff is available. What I can do, I can try to print out the src or the name, right, or the scrolling part. This attribute value I can try to print it out. So what I'll doing, I'll be using iso method, and I'll be calling that one, and then I can use get attribute method, and where I can try to print it out like name. Okay, and also other whatever other attributes available, I can try to print it out. What other attribute available? src, and then scrolling, right? This is the attribute value will be no for src, again slash frame underscore left and src. These are the three attribute I can try to print it out, so that I can validate this particular stuff is available, right? So now run application, and let's see whether it is navigating to the outer frame first, and from the outer frame it is navigating to the left inner frame, and it is printing out the attribute like name, src, and other stuff. Okay, so you could see here, yeah, the first one is name is coming as frame hyphen left, which is absolutely matching, like left frame hyphen left, and then scrolling is coming as no, and src is coming as slash frame underscore left. So this is absolutely matching. So that is the way I can, right, interact how many total frame is available. I can navigate to the outer frame, and from the outer frame I can navigate to all the nested frame or inner frames, and I can understand how many inner frames available for the outer frame, and from the outer frame I can also try to interact with the inner frame based on the frame locator tag, frame type available, element type available. Now we'll see other pages implementations, another pages where maybe we can try to interact with the element as well. So let's close this one, and let's go to another pages. So this is the pages, let's code dot in frame. So here I will be going simply, and now what I'll do, I will try to navigate to the outer frame first. Okay, so now if you just press any F12 button here, inspect, okay, and it mouse it over here whole section. One second. If you go to the top, you could see some of the, if you press Ctrl F, type with iframe, here iframe is available, right? Iframe whole section it is getting highlighted. Iframe is available. Okay, so here iframe is available instead of frame. So now this is the src's frame ui, and iframe id is the first frame. Iframe id and name is also available, first frame. So with that help of this particular name, I can try to interact with the outer frame first. So what we'll be doing, will be going again to the outer frame. Okay, so what will be using page dot, here instead of the frame I'll be using frame locator. With the help of the frame locator, I can also handle the frame locator. Here I can give the selector instead of name. So what is the selectors available here for this particular frame? uh, for the iframe. Okay, let's go to the top iframe. Yeah, this is the top iframe. What is the way I can do it? So sorry, another frame might be available. Control iframe, press Control F again, iframe, press Control F here, select and press Control F, iframe. So it is giving you the whole part here. So this is the iframe, whole iframe, right? It is id's first frame. So with the help of the id I can create it. The tag name is iframe. Then here I can create a selector, cs selector, id equal to frame. You could see it is one out of one. So that is the way I can create a selector. So simply I can just paste it here, and where again I can identify with the help of the selector. But what will return type? Return type will be here frame locator, as I am using frame locator. You could see return type will be frame locator, right? Okay, so I can use frame locator return type. Locator, I can give the variable name as outer first frame. Okay, so here I need to import that frame locators from the com.microsoft.playwright. Now I already kind of came to the outer frame. Okay, now what I can do in the outer frame, right, there might be some of the pages available. In the outer frame, right, there is a first name and last name available, right? So what are the different thing available, this particular stuff input within the outer frame, and name available and placeholder available. So simply I can try to identify the element with the help of the placeholder. So what I will do, I will be taking the reference as outer frame because that element is inside the frame. So I need to handle with the outer frame object, right? Dot get by placeholder instead of that page. Okay, and here I can simply give that placeholder. Outer frame reference dot get by placeholder dot get by placeholder, and here I can give the placeholder name, and it's a text field. So what I can do, I can use field and I can give my name Haradhan within the double quote, and then again for the other one last name, what is the last name thing? You could see the placeholder is enter email, something like that name. So I can just simply change it here, placeholder, and I can give the name as Paul. So that is the way. First I'll go to the outer frame. Okay, and the name, outer frame name is like id is first effort, and I am interacting with that first name and the last name field. I am trying to interact accordingly. As it's the input field, I am trying to call the field method. So you could see it will open the letecode.in page. It will identify the outer frame, and in the outer frame it will identify the like first name last name field, will enter the value accordingly. Okay, it is not getting entered. Yeah, might be we are doing some mistakes here. So let's see what's happening here. Okay, waiting for the locator, right? ID equal to first one is not working. Okay, that's fine. Get by placeholder, outer first name is not working. Oh, that's fine, we'll see. So what we'll be doing here, we'll be giving first one is page dot frame locator. Okay, and where we are giving the tag name and ID equal to first refer within the double quotes. So we are creating a frame locator, and we are giving some variable name called outer first name. Now we are going to the outer first name dot get by placeholder. Okay, sorry, placeholder name is not this one. That's the problem. So let's see the what is the placeholder name. Okay, this is the placeholder, right? So it placeholder name is enter name. So I have taken app name, might be that is not working. Sorry, I have mistakenly entered outer first name. So this is the placeholder name, right? Enter email, and definitely an enter email, and for the last name, enter name and enter email. So now let's save the code and let's try to run it. So in case if any kind of problem is coming, it will throw the error. So definitely it is not able to identify the element. Either there is a problem in the frame, or there is a problem in the element. So you can just kind of double check, and we can correct them, and definitely after that it will work. Okay, you could see Haradhan and Pal is being entered, so we have entered Haradhan Pal. So it is perfectly working fine. Now say I want to interact with the other field, which is the email field. Okay, so this is the email field. Now the problem is that in the email field, this is the input tag, there's a placeholder again there. So what I can do, I can try to interact with that one with the help of the outer frame name get by placeholder, right? Enter email. This is the okay, what is the placeholder? Yeah, placeholder is enter email. Okay, it is still same. See, yeah, it is again enter email, right? But here the main problem is that here it is inside some frame. You could see there is another iframe available, which is the inner one, right? So we need to go to that inner frame. There is SRC inner frame, right? So what we can do, from the outer frame, we can go to inner frame first. So what will be doing, outer frame dot frame locator, and here return type is again frame locator, right? So simply we can use something called frame locator here, and we can give the variable name called inner frame, inner second frame, right? Inner second frame. And this is the locator I need to give. What is the locator here? Starting with iframe and then src equal to inner frame. So we'll be doing control F, frame, then src equal to the value, and n. You could see, okay, it is iframe, not the frame. Okay, you could see one of one element is being displayed because this is the inner frame, not the outer frame, guys. This is the inner frame. Outer frame, this inner frame section is available, right? So we need to handle that inner frame first. Okay, now what we'll do, we'll handle the inner frame first. Now within this inner frame object, now I need to handle the outer frame. Sorry, within this inner frame object I need to handle the inner frame. Now it might work. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so within this particular part, inner frame, I'll be calling the locators. Okay, instead of that get placeholder, I can call something, another variable called locator, and I can try to create a locator here. So this is the inner frame locator, which is the enter email field. I can use the placeholder, or otherwise with the help of the input tag and name equal to email, I can create it something that control F input name equal to email. You could see one out of element is being displayed, so I can use that one instead of that get by placeholder. And here I can pass some email. So say test1234 at the rate of gmail.com. Now let's try to run the code. So it will open the page. It will handle the outer frame, and in the outer frame it will enter the first name, last name. Now it will go to the inner frame and it will enter the email field, email value, right? You could see test1234 at the rate gmail there. So in case you want to go to the inner frame, so definitely you need to go to the outer frame first, and outer frame object, right? Frame locator object reference, you need to go to the inner frame. Then you can handle the inner frame element. In Selenium, you already see, in case you already reach to the inner frame, right? If you want to go to the outer frame again, so you need to use parent frame. But here, there is context switching automatically happen. You need to go to the parent frame or default content like that. There is no need to use it. Simply you can use it. So now if you want to just again change the value in the outer frame, so simply you can switch the context to there directly. So here now I can change it to like Rajesh, okay, Pali. Okay, so that is the thing I can do. Simply it will automatically happen. Okay, now let's close and let's try to run it once. So you no need to just change it to parent frame again. Automatically based on the element type, right, and the frame thing you are using, so automatically like it will work accordingly. That is the beauty of the Playwright. So you could see it will open the let code dot in frame page. It will handle the outer frame. It will enter the email and first name, last name, Haradhan Pal. It will enter the email. After it will replace that one. You could see Rajesh Palit now. It is replacing. So context switching is happening automatically from the frame, inner frame to outer frame. Okay, but outer frame to inner frame, you need to use that reference of the outer frame first, and after the outer frame reference, you can call the frame locator method, and where you can give that CSS or XPath like that. After that, once your inner frame locator object is created, then you can handle any kind of locator with the relevant CSS, XPath, or any other attribute available, like get by text, get by placeholder, all this stuff. And based on the element type, you can call the relevant method. Like in case it's a click, link, hyperlink button, you can use click. In case it's the input field, you can use fill, like that. Okay, so that is the way you can deal with the primarily frame or iframe in Playwright with Java. So these are the important stuff you already seen now. So how to go to the parent frame first, right? How to check how many frame is available first here. Okay, and then you can go to the parent frame. After that, right, you can get to know how many child frame available in the parent frame. You can get the size of the one, and you can go to the parent frame, and the parent frame difference, you can go to the child frame, and you can interact accordingly. And once you reach to the child frame, right, and once after that again, if you want to go to the parent frame, you will simply again reference the, you can just refer the outer frame or parent frame reference and element locator strategy, and then you can interact with the outer frame element as well. So that is the way in Playwright with Java you can handle any kind of frame or iframe available in the web page. So that's all from today's session, guys. Thank you.